kids, it's Miss Smith. Welcome to Social Studies Online Learning for the week. I miss you. I wish we were back at school, but I hope everyone is staying safe and staying home and being healthy. I wanted to walk you through what it looks like from my end on my computer for you to accomplish the 4 tasks that the average of all 4 of those grades, it's going to be the grade in the grade book for this week's work in social studies. I'm in 7th period social studies, but it doesn't matter if you're in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 1st, 2nd, 5th, 6th, 7th. It wouldn't matter. Everyone's stream is going to look the same. Your stream is really kind of messy. That's where everything goes in every single time, and it goes in very random order, whatever order it's put in. But your classwork tab that's right up here is much easier to look through. So I want to encourage you to stay in the classwork tab of your Google Classroom, especially when you're working in social studies. Ms. Smith did her best to try and organize you. Here's all of the work that we did last week, the week of 4-6 through 4-10. Here's all the work we do this week, starting on Tuesday the 14th, and we have until Friday the 17th. The first thing that you don't see yet is that this video, the one I'm recording right now with the directions, is going to be the very first thing that pops up. It's just I have to upload the video and link it for you. So if you need to go back, pause the video directions. I understand their link is going to be right here. So task number 1 is to watch a BrainPop video about the Hindu holiday called Diwali. It's the Festival of Light. And when you open BrainPop, it will ask you to add a username and password. Everyone uses the same username and password for the entire Forbes Middle School. The username is Forbes Middle and the password is Falcons20. So when it asks you to add the username and password, normally Ms. Smith says log in with Google, but it needs to know that you're a Forbes Middle School student, so username and password right there. As you're watching the Diwali BrainPop, think about how if you're in class with Ms. Smith, normally I would say, what's something you heard in the video? And you would have to say, something I heard in the video is people light candles during the Festival of Light called Diwali. So here's where you go to Flipgrid. Flipgrid is, rats. It won't let me do it right now. I loaded it to load up. When you click on Flipgrid, there's actually a way for you to record yourself giving an answer, and it'll count down. It'll say 3, 2, 1, and then it will record you. And it's just a chance for you to record. You don't need to go over a minute. Hi, my name is Mrs. Smith, and this is a couple of things that I learned in the BrainPop about Diwali. Once you're done with that, the next thing is an Edpuzzle. There's a video about India, and as with all other Edpuzzles, the questions are in the video. So it'll play the video and then stop, and it'll let you click and answer. And then it'll play the video and then stop, and it'll let you click and answer. When you get into Edpuzzle, it wants you to log in with Google, so it uses your georgetownisd.org email address. The next thing is called India's caste system. What you do is you read these informational slides that are called India's caste system. You can have those up and open in the background. You'll want to read through these slides because every time it gives you information on the slide right here, that's where you go to India's caste system, drag and drop, fill in the blanks. And it's hard to see right here, but you're more than welcome to zoom in. Up here is the zoom. You can make it as large as you want. What you're going to do is go back and forth between the information you read in the slide and the drag and drop fill in the blank. So I'm reading this sentence. In 1950, India adopted a constitution. In blank. Well, I've got to come over here and find 1950. There it is. I'm going to drag it in and I'm going to put it in the blank. In 1950, India adopted a constitution which made it blank, which made it Illegal to discriminate on the basis of a person's caste. Illegal to discriminate on the basis of a person's caste. So my job would be to take all of the notes and fill in the blanks, and I would just drag and drop and put those. Excuse me, I just had to sneeze. Drag and drop the notes and put them into the blanks so that instead of writing it, if we were sitting in class, you'd be writing. But instead of doing that, you are just dragging the information and you're putting it in there. When you're done with that, yours looks different than mine because on your assignment, it will have a button up in the corner that says turn in. And the way that Mrs. Smith can grade this on Google Classroom is if you submit the fill in the blank notes, drag and drop back to me, and you press turn in on Google Classroom. Oh, excuse me. Last but not least is an open notes quiz. You'll want to keep not the fill in the blank notes. You'll want to keep the slideshow open about Hindu beliefs and karma and reincarnation. You'll want to keep this slideshow open as you take the open notes quiz because the information off of the open notes quiz comes directly from the slideshow. For example, what are some examples of jobs held by Dalits or untouchables? I'll find the slide that talks about a Dalit, which is also an untouchable, and I'll read down here about the jobs that they held, and I'll go back to my open notes and I'll click the one that looks right according to the notes. And then, of course, at the bottom, you press submit and it'll grade it for you immediately. Remember to email your teacher if you have any questions. Remember that all the work for the week, the Flipgrid, Edpuzzle, the fill in the blank notes, and the open notes quiz, I take an average of all of that to put into the grade book. So when someone says, Ms. Smith, is this graded? The answer is yes, because I'm taking an average of all of the work that you do. When I did this at home, it took me about 25 minutes start to finish, and you can get it done all at once. You can divide it up by day. It doesn't matter to me how you get the work done. Just know that Mrs. Smith will be at her computer answering any questions via email. You have to email smithY@georgetownisd.org. I hope you have a really great week. Let me know if I can do anything to help. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay at home, and we'll talk to you later.